Yeah, I definitely recommend doing something crazy.
Yeah, congratulations.
You want to do it? You want to do it?
Oh no, I mean, I want to do something crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's weird because this year has just been a crazy year just in general.
We've already done some pretty fucking crazy things.
I mean,
this
it's not even fucking over yet.
You want to do it next time? You want to?
I'd be down.
I don't know. Like,
Would you actually?
I would actually be down.
Like 6-7 days?
Yeah.
I guess because you've got me to tell you everything to do now.
Yeah.
Right.
I've found out how to do everything.
Exactly. Yeah, no, but like I mean, you know, if I want to fucking get, because you know, I do want to get into shape, and so you know, why would I, you know, what better excuse than to do it for, you know, a charity or an event? Right?
I don't think it's a good way to get like super fit. There's like way better ways to do it.
Yeah,
but
but
if
I
you
think
just want
like-
to get a kickstart,
Yeah, I think
It's a
as
good
well,
one.
like, you know, it's just to say that you did it as well.
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
a cool
pretty
fucking
hype.
story to tell.
it's cool.
Yeah.
but I feel like it's especially if you want to get fit. You know, I'm sure like there's
there's so many better ways.
There are better ways.
Of course.
There are better ways to min max it. But at the end of the day, if you're not having fun or if you're not doing, you don't have the motivation. There's going to be more efficient ways to do it.
Yes.
But if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. You know, it's kind of like. It's very similar to, I guess, learning a language and everything like that. Is like what I've realized is that there is always a more efficient way to learn Japanese or learn another language.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, the most important thing is the daily
having
grind.
fun.
No joke.
It
Joke.
is.
It fucking is. Okay. Look, if like we've like clowned on Duolingo so much, but if Duolingo gets you up and gets you doing a
Yeah,
language
whatever gets you
exercise
into it.
every day,
Yeah.
that's way fucking better than other methods that
Absolutely.
are way more efficient.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the stars align, right? And you
Yeah.
get everything just kind of works out.
Yeah.
And you set a challenge and it kind of just hits every box you want.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, it started out as me just wanted to do something stupid.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, well, I get personal fitness. I get to make some content. I get to cycle
Support a
with my
charity.
friends. And then I get to also raise money for a great cause. And
Yeah.
hopefully I get to entertain a bunch of people throughout
Yeah.
it. So I think, you know, sometimes you just, you know, you're like, this is going to be tough. This is not going to be easy. And it's going to be a nuisance to my life. Cause you know, like I couldn't really do much after the day was over.
Yeah.
Like people would text me, but I couldn't fucking reply. I was I was too tired. I wouldn't look at my phone. I literally ate, changed clothes, showered, put stuff on charge, went to bed, then woke up at 5 a.m. every day.
Yeah,
It was tough. And then today I had to wake up at 5 a.m. to get the Shinkansen from Hakodate to get here to film this. I literally finished it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think I was in Hokkaido yesterday.
Yeah.
And you just got the
Well, no,
Shinkansen
you're
this
in
morning.
Hokkaido this morning.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I was in Hokkaido
this morning.
Oh man, yeah, it's yeah, and like the number one tip to cycling long distances is just wake up early. But I'm sure when Chris comes on, he'll tell you all about it. We had so many arguments about what time to wake up.
Right.
We like had on like full on
Because
fights.
Really?
Chris is like the number one, like, I hate waking up in the morning person.
We had like a shouting match at one point about this in like a restaurant. This is like we were so stressed out, right? Because you're
Yeah.
cycling all day, you're pissed off.
Yeah.
And I was getting really pissed off with Chris. It was all water under the bridge afterwards. Like, but we were like so pissed off.
But
each other.
what time did he want to wake up?
He, you know, because he was arguing that like, if I wake up too early, I'm, you know, I won't get enough sleep and I won't be in condition to do anything. And I'm like, just get over it. Just like, because
Just get good.
Just don't be tired. Don't be tired.
I'm sure he can talk about it. Like, you know, he'll explain this because like my method.
Say what you have to say
Listen,
now so that he can,
Yeah, so he can defend
himself in
himself.
the next
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
Listen, when you do, I think that because we've done video shoots together, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you do shoots with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sometimes for the greater good of the shoot, you just have to sacrifice things. Of
course. Yeah.
And I think because Chris normally controls everything on his videos.
Yes.
He controls it so that he doesn't have to wake up early.
Right.
Yeah.
But for this, it was like, we're just not going to hit the places. Because I was like insistent on the fact that I did not want to cycle in the dark.
Yeah.
I just thought that
It looks like shit, first of all.
it looks
Yeah.
like shit. And also it's just unnecessarily adding like dangerous elements to it for no reason. Like, yeah, you have lights on your bike, but you can't see stuff as well. You can't see the rocks in the
Yeah, of
road.
course.
These roads are shit.
Yeah.
You can't see the potholes. You can't see the cars can't see you as well. Like I just thought that you're just adding unnecessary danger for no reason.
Yeah.
And we could just wake up an hour early.
Yeah.
You know? Because originally we were waking up at we were starting at like 9:30 and I just thought that's way too late.
Yeah, that's surprisingly late.
And so we eventually got it down to like 8:30 after arguing a bunch. And like because I was on the other crazy spectrum where I was like, listen, if I have to get 6 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep for a week of my life, so be it. Like it's a week of my life.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. I'll recover. I'll just sleep extra.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's not ideal, but you just make sacrifices to make stuff happen.
Yes, of
like,
course.
But Chris was like,
It's
no,
for the good
no,
of
I
the
have to,
content.
yeah, but it was. I understand where he was coming from, and also
Yeah.
I'm younger, and I can. It's way easier for me to.
I mean, you're not that much younger.
I don't know, like 6 years younger. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
for me, waking up and losing a bit of like, for me, 5 hours of sleep. That's not a big issue. If it's like,
It's a big issue. I'm saying if
if we were doing this and I was like, Gone, you have to get 5 hours of sleep, and we're doing it, you wouldn't be happy about it, but you'd probably be like, all right.
Yeah, okay. So, like, I think the difference between being 30 is that you just know what your body is capable of.
Right.
You know some days where you think, okay. So
Yeah.
I'd say like
I understood where he was coming from.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
trying to be a dick about it.
I'm not even 30 and I can already feel that.
No, that's because you're almost 30,
Yeah,
Joey. That's
I'm almost 30.
You're almost. I think that's the big tester where you've limit tested your body enough to
Yeah.
know what the limits are,
Yeah.
right? So I can do like 5 hours of sleep,
Yeah.
and 6 hours of sleep, but I know if I do 5 to 6 hours of sleep, I'm gonna have a write-off day. There's
Yes.
it's
yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
You know.
I'm going to have a write-off day at some point
yeah,
soon.
Yeah, no, I know
No,
exactly.
mine is the next day.
Yeah, mine is the next day. You know, I am able to power
I
through
understand
one day
that.
of work, but
Okay.
then there's it's law of equal exchange. I'm going like the price is going to catch up to your
Right,
body.
right, right.
And
If I have a 5-hour night, the next
Yeah.
night is a 12-hour night.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly,
understood
exactly.
that. I understand that that sleep was definitely a necessity.
Yes.
Yeah.
My solution was just go to bed earlier, because Chris was going to bed at like midnight. I was
Oh,
going
well,
to bed at like
yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Because I think Chris got really unlucky. A bunch of stuff. I mean, he'll talk about it. A bunch of stuff piled on.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
emails and important things he had to
Yes.
do. So he wasn't sleeping properly, which is also like, you know, it was, I just told everyone, I'm like, don't bother.
Don't message.
Don't talk to me. I'm not going to reply to anyone
Yeah.
because I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I just don't want to worry about anything. I just
Yeah.
want to turn off.
Yeah.
Like I told the agency, I was like, hey, just you can ask me
do
stuff,
do what you want.
but I'm not gonna reply unless
Yeah.
it's like giga urgent.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went to bed every night like 10. So waking up at 6 is like,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, that's plenty.
yeah.
of
My,
sleep.
my mindset was we just go to bed
that's
at
just
10.
that's 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the times we all said bye. Where like we would all have dinner and talk a bit, and then we'd all go to bed at like we'd all head off at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, just go to bed, you know.
Yeah, easy.
Worst case scenario, you get 7 hours of sleep, which is fine. 7 hours of sleep is also in the recommended amount.
That's still
7 to
pretty
8,
good.
you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. But then obviously, you know, everyone sleeps different as well.
Yeah. Is it an old man thing now to really value your sleep?
I
Just
value my
fucking-
sleep. Don't get me wrong. I normally I am hard on the 7 to 8 hours necessary.
Yeah.
But I when it comes to like an outdoor shoot where we've all traveled and a lot
Yeah.
of people and money and time is
Yeah.
invested, I'm completely of the mindset of like, if I get 2 hours, I get 2 hours. That's what it is.
Oh no, because like I remember actually for the drifting special,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got no sleep for that.
Like the road trip, we got like no sleep.
Yeah,
on a lot of
Yeah,
the
the
days.
road trip
Yeah.
was like
Do you-
5
do you
hours.
remember?
of sleep a
Like,
day.
'cause I stayed in the hotel that we stayed in Hakodate.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember I was like, oh yeah, the last time I was here, we literally were there for 4 hours.
Yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
booked
yeah.
a hotel room just to sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah.
We got to that hotel at I think it was like
12
2
or-
a.m. No, it was like 1 or 2 a.m.
No,
One or two. Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
1 or
it
2
was 1 or
a.m.
2
1 or 2
a.m.
a.m.
and then we had to wake up at I think 6 a.m.
Yeah.
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 We literally booked a hotel
Yeah.
for just like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we just did that because there was a video shoot and we understood that like to make these things happen, we had to.
Sacrifice sleep.
exactly.
Obviously, it's a different. I understand it's completely different when it comes to the fact that I'm like, okay, sacrifice sleep now, exercise for 8 hours.
Yes, yes.
That's so I was
Content.
We were all
Content.
Yeah, it was. We were both tired. It had been 5 days cycling. We were pissed off, but it was. You know, we understood that like immediately after we were like, let's water under the bridge.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, of
we,
course.
Me and Chris piss each other off all the time.
Chris is just like 80% of Chris is just angry at all times anyway.
Well, you know,
not angry, annoyed.
Chris likes to be in charge of shoots.
Yes, of
and
course.
I was like, this is both of our shoots, and
Yeah.
so you can't just be like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, I'm pushing back hard on this. I'm gonna be the one who pushes back. You know, because we were slowly getting later and later, and I was like,
Yeah.
if we start at 10, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're not gonna make it.
Because also, okay, so to preface how all this works, it was 8 days, and it was like 95 kilometers, 90, 85, 85, and we were just about finishing before sunset when we were doing 95 and 80, because we were slow and we were taking our time, we were stopping for lunch and we were doing stuff like that, and originally the last day was going to be 160.
Damn.
And as we were getting closer to that day, this is when I was like, dude, we're going to have to wake up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And like, it's one day, I'm chill to do it. And we were like having arguments and stuff about it because I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. because I'm not going to be able to do it. And I was like, all right, fine. So we eventually came to the conclusion that we had to like somehow spread out the distance in the remaining days. So instead of doing like 80, 100, 160, we did 120, 110, 110.
Right.
And that was tough because then that turned what was going to be 2 normal days and a really, really hard day into like just 3 hard days.
Right.
Which is tough. That was tough.
Tough.
That was tough.
Really?
That was hard. That was hard. But you know, you get used to it. I don't know. It was hard, but it was really fun.
You sound like you know when like Marines go through their training where they like run fucking like 100 kilometers or something a day, and then you just like you just got to learn to push past your limits.
It's weird.
It's
how
like when they're like, it was tough. I'm like,
is
that the word you would describe? Just describe that.
It's weird how quickly your body can adapt to things.
Oh, of course.
Like
I mean,
if you have like we had like hard deadlines, right? Like you had to do this distance in the day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you just got to do it.
I mean, your body and your mind is just incredibly flexible to a point where you're capable of way more than you think you are.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, like remember like the crazy schedule that we had for like LA, Miami, and then Australia in the span of like a week and a half. Or like when we were looking at that before it was happening, we were like, "There's no fucking way we're gonna be able to survive this." But by the end of it, we were like, "Okay, yeah, that was tough, but." I mean, we still did it. Like, got through it.
Anything can be handled with prep. Like literally, it's just all prep. If you just prep properly for this kind of stuff, it's so easy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, and it's really amazing how fast and how many days your body will kind of like even like by day 4, like I said, like hills became way easier. Like I had not had any really, really tough hills before. I'd been doing a lot of it on Tokyo, which is really flat. Tokyo doesn't have that many hills. And also like the exercise bike, you can put the resistance up, but it's not the same.
Yes.
The resistance cannot mimic going up a hill.
No.
It is just totally different because you don't feel like you're going to fall off. You never feel like you're going to fall off the resistance bike. It's just going to push back.
Yeah.
Whereas the hill, it's like if you don't like cycle properly, you just fall off your bike.
Yeah.
And you know, changing gear, it's a whole thing. And it's impressive how even after like 3 days, it becomes so much easier if you just keep going.
Yeah.
And you get like rapid improvement if you do it every day.
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess, like learning, like language, right?
Like anything, really.
Like anything.
Like if you wanted to get your muscles to be like to actually get like healthy and grow the muscles properly, then you take rest days.
Yeah.
And I was definitely not eating enough protein. I just don't know how I could eat that much protein.
Liquid protein.
I tried.
Who needs protein when you got carbs, man?
I tried to eat protein, but it was hard enough to eat like calories, let alone like to get the protein in. I should have taken protein powder with me or something. Yeah. But I just couldn't.
Just snort protein.
There was so much. There was already so much stuff, man. Yeah. I should have like been snorting protein.
All right, let's go. Just like pounded up on the face.
Protein, bro.
It's just like you put on all of that and then you got to worry about the stream. And it's just like another added layer of like, fuck.
Yeah, so you're like mentally tired, you're physically tired. Yeah. Man.
Yeah. Well, congratulations for actually achieving it. Fucking achievement right there.
That was fun. Thanks, guys.
Crazy achievement.
Looking forward to seeing Chris's video and your like edited down video as well.
Meanwhile, I was sitting on my fat ass playing Xenoblade 3.